Can I ask you a real question? How many times have you told yourself, I am going to start Monday? Or this is my year? I'm serious this time. I am finally going to be consistent. And a few days later, you were. You bought the planner. You wrote the goals. You even downloaded the app. You made the vision board. You were motivated. But then life happened. You got tired. You got overwhelmed. Something unexpected came up. And suddenly, the same thing you were excited about became the thing you started avoiding. And then came the question, what is wrong with me? Let me tell you something. Today, you listening? The problem may not be that you don't want it bad enough. The problem may be that you have been depending on something that was never designed to carry your transformation. You know what that is? Motivation. Welcome back to Empowered Me. Last month, we talked about desire. We gave ourselves permission to want more because wanting more is not greed. Wanting to grow, wanting to lead, wanting to build, wanting to become the woman God created you to be. This is not selfish. But here is the truth desire gives you vision. Mhm. But discipline gives that vision structure because a dream without discipline eventually becomes something you keep talking about but never built. So this month, we are talking about discipline. And our foundation is consistency is self trust. Now, I need us to change the way we look at discipline because a lot of us think our biggest problem is motivation. Mm-mm. We say, I just need to get motivated again, or I lost my motivation, or I like this one. I need something to inspire me. But let me put my coaching hat on for a minute. As an emotional intelligence and behavior change coach, one thing I have learned is most people don't have a motivation problem. They have a pattern problem because motivation is an emotion. Heard what I said? And emotions were designed to give us information, not instructions. Let me say that again. Your feelings give you information. They should not always get the final decision because if you only show up when you feel like it, your feelings are leading your future. And listen, I'm not telling you something I have not confronted to myself. Can I be real honest with you? For years, I created systems for everybody else. I could organize programs, build plans, help other people see their next step. But then I had to look in the mirror and ask, Natasha, are you following the systems you create? Ouch, somebody. That hurt. Because sometimes the hardest person you will ever lead is yourself. And that required me to stop looking at my schedule first and start looking at my patterns. Because here is where people get stuck. They think, when I feel better, I'll move. When life calms down, I'll start. When I get confidence, I'll show up. But what if confidence doesn't come before consistency? What if confidence comes because of consistency? What if you don't become disciplined because you believe in yourself? What if you start believing in yourself because you become disciplined? Your brain is always collecting evidence about you. Every promise you keep is evidence. Every promise you break is evidence. And over time, your brain creates a story. Either I am someone who follows through, or I always start but never finish. Now, here's the good news: you can write the story, but you don't rewrite it by thinking differently only. You rewrite it by behaving differently. Small action, repeated consistently, and this is where we mess up. We make emotional promises. You know those promises. After church promises, right? After a conference promises. After watching someone else's success online promises. We say, that's it. I'm changing everything. New workout, new schedule, new routine, new life. And by Wednesday, we tired. Mercy. And then we feel like a failure. But maybe the problem wasn't your commitment. Maybe the problem was the system. So this week, right? This week, I want you to choose one thing. What did I say? One thing. Not 10. One daily habit. Something small enough that you can keep your word. 5 minutes, one page, one walk, one intentional decision. Because we are not chasing perfection, we are rebuilding trust. The goal is no skipping, no dramatics, just consistency. Listen, if while I am talking, you are thinking, Natasha, that's me. I know what I want. I have the vision. I have the desire, but something keeps stopping me. That is exactly why I created the Why I Am Stuck Masterclass. Because sometimes being stuck is not about needing more information. You have information, you have books, you have podcasts, you even have screenshots saved in your phone. The question is, why aren't you moving? What pattern keeps pulling you back? In this masterclass, we are going to identify the hidden behaviors, beliefs, and survival patterns that keep you repeating cycles you said you were done with. Because you cannot change what you refuse to confront. So, this week, remember, motivation is unreliable. Feelings change, energy changes, circumstances change, but the woman you are becoming cannot be built on the days you feel inspired. She is built one kept promise at a time. This week, choose one habit, keep one promise, build self trust, because consistency is self trust. And it's time to own your next level. Okay, see you later. Bye.